Coming up, health officials in Ekpong Kantamanso district are still collating data on the number of people infected by a suspicion food poisoning from a Waakye meal. We will bring you a feedback from the public on the story as we broke it today. So far, we know that 5 people, including a pregnant woman, have died after eating the Waakye meal at Oyibi in the suspected food poisoning. 40 others are also affected. The Food and Drugs Authority has also moved in and started a probe. In finance, government reaches a deal with the Securities Industry Association for a sign-up for domestic debt exchange. And former President John Dramani Mahama today spoke at a Chatham House lecture. We will bring you a playback on why he is not against debt restructuring, but has rather called for a dialogue. Welcome to Graphic Online's News in Brief. We start from Oyibi in the Greater Accra region, where we broke the story of the death of 5 people as a result of a suspected food poisoning. They are said to have died after eating a Waakye meal from a popular food joint. Among the dead is a pregnant woman. About 40 others affected by the suspected food poisoning are receiving treatment at various health facilities. The follow-up for now is that the Food and Drugs Authority has started a probe. Health officials in Ekpong Kantamanso municipality, within whose jurisdiction the incident happened, have told Graphic Online that they are still collating data on the number of people infected by the suspicious food poisoning. Meanwhile, the story published by the Daily Graphic today has generated varied public discussions, with some accusing the Waakye seller of negligence. Others suspect it could be an incident of foul play. The Waakye joint, popularly known as Yellow Sisi, is considered to be one of the popular food joints at Oyibi Bush Canteen. However, after consuming the Waakye, the affected persons, numbering about 40, including the Yellow Sisi seller herself and some of her family members, were rushed to the Valley View Hospital, Oyibi Hospital and the Dodowa Hospital after complaining of severe stomach ache. Other victims, after consuming the food from the popular Yellow Sisi Bush Canteen, also complained of stomach aches and were subsequently admitted at various hospitals around Oyibi. The 5 persons reported dead include a pregnant woman and a lotto operator. One of the victims has told Graphic Online that after consuming the food and going on admission at a hospital, he felt a bit better and was discharged. But as of now, he was still suffering from diarrhea and has blackish stool.
My stomach was like I was running, so I don't understand. I talked to my mom and she gave me some medicine, so it calmed down for some times. But still, it was not good. So that time, I did not take it serious like that. So Sunday morning, and my mother asked me, and I said, I'm still running. And she took me to the hospital. So when we went to the hospital, and they give us some drip, yes, and I was okay, and we come back home. But still, when I take the medicine, I still feel the pain in my stomach.
Last week Friday and morning, and let's say as I buy the food, now don't feel anything. So around by 3 going, I started feel pain, be running and things. So for me, I think we just normal things. I come on with the chop, so maybe be running stomach. So let me go and buy colondium. As I buy the stone, I think they come and say, which this one they no be. No be running matter, so it be the point, maybe be the food we are go buy which I did bring me that problem. So my brother sent to hospital, and the hospital there Charlie plenty people there for me, so I go meet plenty people for there. They were complaining the same, Charlie, we are go buy Waakye and blah blah. I'm so okay. Try me to this. As I do the hospital for me, then I make weak.
Away from the unfortunate incident and to some economic news, the government has reached an understanding with the Ghana Securities Industry Association for members to sign up for the domestic debt exchange program. The association's terms will be similar to what the banks and insurers have secured in terms of a 5% coupon payment and 9% for the 12 new bonds that will be issued. There will also be a stabilization fund established as well for the industry. And before we go, former President John Dramani Mahama today spoke at a public lecture at Chatham House and said he is not against the debt restructuring program currently being implemented by the government. Rather, he says he was against the absence of dialogue. Mr. Mahama also said the government failed to heed to advice from the opposition on cutting down borrowing and spending scarce resources prudently. Mr. Mahama said Ghana has to restructure its debt to revive the economy, but lamented the wrong procedure adopted by the finance minister, which he said has led to the massive rejection of the program by individual bondholders and various labor unions. He was speaking on the theme, Africa's strategic priorities and global role.
I'm not opposed to debt restructuring. Debt restructuring is a condition precedent to getting an IMF program. And Ghana needs to do a debt restructuring to be able to go into a program. What has been the contention is a lack of dialogue and consultation with the debt holders on the domestic side. I know currently negotiations are taking place with the bondholders on the external side. Not the same treatment with domestic bondholders. Government feels it can just ride roughshod over them. So one fine Sunday night, we're all relaxed at home, and then we had the finance minister address the debt restructuring and announce how it was going to be done without any consultation. I have been an advocate for dialogue. We had kept raising the red flag since 2019 about government's reckless borrowing program, going onto the Eurobond market every year for $3 billion and not investing it in the productive sectors of the economy.
Thank you for watching. For more news, please visit our website graphic.com.gh or follow us on Facebook at Daily Graphic and on YouTube and Twitter at GraphicGH. I am Juliet Echa Safo.